Shalom, shalom. Alright, before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same and teaching the same. Alright, got a quick video, World War III update, okay? And gonna funnel it through the scriptures. Alright, and Lord willing is edifying, but about to play this clip. Alright.
Ballistic weapon systems in Ukraine. And Putin has made it clear, if an American missile hits Moscow, then breaking news, American missiles will be hitting Moscow as early as next week. Trump has now approved the deployment of American ballistic missiles in Ukraine that Zelensky has confirmed will be used to strike Moscow and St. Petersburg. American troops will set up American ballistic weapon systems in Ukraine. And Putin has made it clear, if an American missile hits Moscow, then everything is on the table for retaliation. And this does include the use of tactical nuclear weapons on Ukraine to protect Russia from further attacks. It's been previously reported that Ukraine has been wanting to hit Moscow for years, but NATO has denied this request from Zelensky as they were afraid it could escalate this conflict. But Zelensky has been given the green light to attack Moscow with a missile for the first time in history. And NATO is now willing to provoke Russia into a tactical nuclear strike. As Putin says, if Moscow is touched by a NATO missile like what's about to happen, they could use a tactical nuclear weapon on Ukraine to end the conflict in one day. Something Putin says that he does not want to do. Is it worth hitting Moscow once for a nuclear war?
Okay. So, like the men of the Lord, like we always say, beginning with the elder apostles, great millstone on down to the least of us, you cannot stop World War III from happening, okay? World War III is biblical, alright? This is the will of the Lord, alright? And we're going to funnel that through the scriptures and prove that, okay? The Lord is causing World War III. That's why everything is happening so fast, and you know, these protests, and people on the news, on these different news stations, speaking against World War III and saying how this is ludicrous, and you know, Donald Trump need to stop doing this, and you know, Zelensky need to stop doing that. You know, all this protest and speaking against war and trying to be diplomatic and push peace, and that the world need to come together. You know, that's all vanity. It's all vanity because that's not the will of the Lord. Okay? The will of the Lord is to cause World War III to happen so the Lord can judge all these nations at once and magnify his name, Yahweh. Alright? And his son's name, Yahweh Shah. Okay? You know, so World War III is so close to going nuclear. Okay? So if it's so close to going nuclear, what else is at the door? Alright? The mark of the beast, the RFID chip and that Neuralink. That's at the door. So the mark of the beast being made mandatory, alright? And the new system is already in place. Alright. You know, and these elites, they're getting ready to go with their move. Okay, they're getting ready to shut down the old system and start up the new system. Alright? So, the mark of the beast is at the door. It's very, very close to being made mandatory. Okay? And other prophecies as well. Jacob's trouble, famine of the word, of hearing the truth. All this is very, very close. You know, and that's why you notice, which a lot of brothers been, you know, doing a lot of videos, alright, but you notice that brothers is speeding up, brothers is moving faster, alright, with their videos, and the quantity as well, you know, and a lot of us brothers were excited, okay, because you can see it and feel that our redemption is nigh. salvation is nigh. The finish line is nigh. Okay, we just had a woman's daughter. Okay, I don't know if I did a sit down on it or just spoke on it, but I saw the video already. Okay, from GMS Awakening 144. Okay, Amawar Gabad. He did the sit down on it. A woman's daughter had a dream that Elder Apostle Tahar basically made a decree like, hey, this is the last time we're going to be doing videos and hitting the highways. So that symbolizes the famine of the word is very near. Okay, and that day, this truth preaching and prophesying, it has a finish line. We're about to go to the next level. Okay, we're about to move to the next level. All right, and prophecy and things like that. All right, we're inching closer to the kingdom of heaven. All right, we're itching closer to Yahushua coming back to the earth. Okay, these scientists already said there's a spaceship that's half the size of the sun. Okay, and there's another spaceship that's 7,000 miles long. Okay, so they seeing Esau, the so-called white man. They seeing all these huge, innumerous and multiple so-called UFOs, so-called spaceships, which are chariots according to the Bible, also called clouds, whirlwind, wheel within the middle of a wheel. All right, in the Bible. Okay, so Esau see that the Lord and the angels are getting closer and closer to the earth, and Esau is terrified. Okay, Esau is terrified. All right, so he know he have a short time. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that precept before I go, cause Esau he's about to hit the panic. Esau about to hit the panic button and go full-fledged devil. Okay, ain't no more deceiving, ain't no more, because Esau's his lies and deception is not working. Okay, the lies is cast down, and people see Esau, the so-called white man, for the devil that he is. Okay, so this Revelation 12:12. Okay, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So they know they have a short time. This devil is in big trouble. Okay. Alright. It's Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. Okay? And he said, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. Alright? And here's, I'm gonna stop right here. It says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, in their foreheads. Okay? So yes, this, the Lord is what? Gathering his elect. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gathering his elect, purifying his elect, purging his elect of any spiritual impurities. Okay? And getting the house of David, which represents the elect chosen few, and Lord willing them of the elect number, getting them ready, to meet the bridegroom. All right. So that's the only reason why all hell haven't broke loose yet. Okay, but we understand when famine of the word hits, hey, that means the elect is sealed. Okay, the elect is sealed, and Elder Pastor Hart said the elect is already sealed. Okay, so yeah, we understand when all hell break loose, hey, the famine of the word hit. Jacob's trouble starts. Okay, that means the elect, they got the truth, they got their faith built up and ready to go through this great tribulation in this hour of temptation. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So the Lord is holding back those four winds, which represents nuclear destruction. Okay. All right. It says holding the four winds of the earth, that's the nuclear destruction, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the seed, nor on any tree. Right. But Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is about to give the go ahead, to these different nations to go ahead and shoot these nuclear missiles real soon. Okay. 1044, 144, call her Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So now you understand why the nuclear missiles is not flying yet. Okay, the nuclear missiles will fly. All right, the Lord just well, let me get the precept. This is what the Lord is doing. This is one of the things that the Lord is doing. Okay. All right, this Amos 9 and Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That's right. So the Lord is perfecting his saints. All right, purging and mentally and spiritually perfecting his saints, the elect chosen few. All right. Getting their mind right, so to speak. All right, for what's to come, and also getting us ready for the kingdom of heaven. All right, that's why us in this truth, we're kingdom minded. Okay, our mind is focused on the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and Lord willing, I'm of that number. Okay, so let's go back. So this is Malachi 4:1. Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Okay? So the Lord is going to put it in the minds of these kings of the earth to what? Shoot their nuclear missiles. Okay? So World War III is going to get so bad, it's going to get out of hand to the point, all right, somebody's going to shoot their nuclear missiles first. Okay? And it's all these nations going to launch their nuclear missiles. All right? So, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah muster the host of the battle. Okay? All right, I'm gonna kind of be jumping around this chapter, this Second Peter 3 and 4. Let me start up. 2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Okay, we deal with that. The disciples of old dealt with these same scoffers. Okay, and in these last days, we dealing with the same scoffers. Okay, 2/3 of our people talking shit. Want to debate. Want to prove you wrong. All right, they want to destroy this great awakening, of the Israelites and the prophets, preaching. They want to destroy all that, okay? But they can't. They can't, okay? So it says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. Talking about the flood, that great flood during Noah's time, okay? But the Lord is not gonna Yahweh made a promise that he's not gonna destroy the destroy the earth with destroy the world with a flood anymore, okay? That's what the rainbow stands for, okay? But Esau, the so-called white man, he turned the rainbow into something that represents Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And represents wickedness, all right? But the rainbow represents the promise that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua made, that he'll never flood the whole world again, okay? But this time, the Lord is going to kill billions and billions and billions of people using nuclear missiles, okay? That's what the people of the world don't understand. The Lord is going to use these nuclear missiles and also the fire that comes from the chariots, the so-called UFOs, okay? Because before those nuclear missiles are shot off, you're going to have UFOs, shooting and destroying and killing people too with lasers, all right? So the Lord and the angels, they're going to be destroying and delivering, okay? All right, but the Lord is going to bring fire on the earth, okay? And the Lord said, what will I if it already be kindled? All right. So it says 2 Peter 3:7. All right, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto the fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Okay, now let me jump down. I'm going to read 10. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay? So this is the coming judgment for 2/3 of our people, for Babylon the Great America. Okay? And these heathens. Okay? I'm going to get one more. Salaki, I'm going to get one more. Alright, so this Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. Okay? Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Talking about the mushroom clouds from nuclear missiles. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Okay? And that's talking about you Edomites, so-called white people. Okay? So yeah, the Lord is about to that's the purpose of the Lord, to use World War III to judge billions of people at one time. Okay? Because when those nuclear missiles are shot off, billions of people are going to be dying. Okay? Alright? And like we always say, no, the earth is not going to be destroyed in World War III. Alright? You're just going to have certain land masses like Babylon the Great America and the land of Israel In other parts of the earth, they get hit with nuclear missiles, but the earth is not going to be destroyed. Okay, this is the future. All right, and this is biblical prophecy, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. So with that, I want to end it and give all praises, glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Harakak Badash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, willing to teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same teaching. Same. Shalom.